Yo, what's up, everybody? Chris Ortega, CEO at Fresh FP&A. And this AI and finance train that is going, it needs to stop. I can't tell you how many times I get LinkedIn messages, email, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, Instagram messages. I get bombarded with all these companies saying they've solved AI in finance. And I can tell you, a lot of times I ask them, I say, hey, send me your demo link. I'd love to check out your tool. I'll have my team look at it. And when I take a second to look at these tools, right, most of the AI in finance that you see right now from a lot of these providers is just natural language processing on top of data. And let me be very clear and honest with everybody. I remember doing natural language processing on top of data back when I used Excel plugin Power Pivot. I'll shout out all those that remember that Excel plugin. And this is early, this is in 2011. I remember using Excel, having Power Pivot. Then they introduced Power BI, and you had natural language processing on top of the data. You have a relational database. You structure the columns inside the data to say cash burn or total revenue. You log into Power BI either on your phone or online. You type in what is revenue for 2026, and it gives you this awesome graph and it shows what it is. That's the gist of what a lot of these isolated companies are doing. I'm not going to name names, but so much of the technology that I see that is AI in finance is literally just that. And then when I ask, hey, show me your back end, show me how you're doing this stuff, it's a lot of times they're just synchronizing ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, all the large language models, and structuring it on top of the data and calling it AI in finance. Honestly, guys, to some people, that may be revolutionary. You may see that and be like, oh my God, it turned the text into like graphs. But for people that grew up in Power Pivot, Power BI back in the early 2010s and built these things and built these models, it's not revolutionary. So for me, when I think of the AI and finance side, for a lot of the quantitative, the cash flow forecasting you're doing, the budgeting and planning, the detail analysis, the prescriptive and predictive forecasting, budgeting, those elements, when you look at the traditional language models that everybody talks about, your ChatGPT, your Gemini, your Perplexity, Copilots, all of that stuff, quantitatively, it is not at that stage yet. Now, there are some companies that provide that tool and it's inside of their tool, right? Like you have to be inside of the solution to get those features and functionality, right? Like you have to buy the tool, and then within buying their tool, then you get access to those. But listen, there is no standalone AI and finance tool that you're going to get that says, hey, connect all your data sets in here. We're going to do a prescriptive 6 month cash flow forecast for you. And it's all automated. Honestly, guys, listen, we're not there yet. And I know some people, you may look at that and be like, Chris, we are there. Here's the tools. I'm curious. If you're there, drop in your tool in the comment, drop in your website, drop in your demo link, drop in exactly what you do, and I will check it out. But most of the time that you see these tools out here, man, it is literally natural language processing on top of data. Mass is AI. We give you these fancy graphs. We put these insights on here. Or I even seen a technology tool that the back end of what everything that they're doing is just a web page connected to Power BI, right? So listen, here's my advice: get behind the scenes, right? Wicked for Good is out. Also, really great movie. Go check that out. But get behind the scenes and really look at the technology they have behind it. Like, don't just be by the user interface, the bells and whistles, and they're able to show you this and it's able to do that. Like, literally say, what is the tech stack that is driving this, right? What is the proprietary technology that you've built, or what are you doing behind the scenes on the technology side to produce this information? And listen, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade. This whole video is not to throw shade at those companies that are offering AI for finance. This video is meant to be like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100%, right? Your AI in finance is not really AI in finance. It is a use case that has been solved over 13, 14 years ago that you're trying to reinvent and ride the wave with it. So Curious to know from you for the AI and finance that you're seeing out there, right? Now, don't get me wrong. We use it inside of Fresh FP&A. We're leveraging it, but for those quantitative, very unique, very focused tasks that you're going to do, we're just not there yet. And I may be wrong. You may be AI and finance and you have it where you're doing your automated, your cash flow forecast that you're doing at a vendor level and transaction level to produce this awesome 99% forecast error forecast. If you're doing that, salute to you. But for everybody else, ask the question, look behind the scenes, and don't get amazed or crazy or be like, this is revolutionary when people are literally typing stuff in and it's producing graphs. That is not game changing. That's something that's been around for at least 14 years. But curious to know from you, what's your AI in finance? What are some things that you've seen that's been really cool? What are some use cases that you have with it? What are some things that you see really valuable? And if you agree to this, drop that like. If you don't agree, let me know why. Let me know your thoughts and why you disagree or you don't. And catch you guys on the next one.